What's going on, guys? So I went from mowing lawns to making $500K a month, and today I'm going to tell you 3 secrets that other contractors won't ever tell you. So if you're a contractor and you're watching this, you might want to stick around. Alright guys, you know the drill. First thing is first, we're going to get a quick workout. Actually working out with my wife today. We're going to do workout. We got cardio. After this, then we're going to go to probably a coffee shop, work for a couple of hours, continue the day. But let's get this workout in, and we'll see you guys here after that. All right guys, just got done with the workout. We're gonna get some more work done. We're actually gonna stop here at Starbucks. We're gonna get some work done here, go home, and after that I'm gonna bring you guys along to the job site. All right guys, so now let's talk about those 3 secrets that other contractors won't ever tell you. But before we do that, we have some issues at the job site. We're gonna solve that first. So I'm gonna bring you guys along. Let's go. All right guys, so made it to the job site. The issue we were having here is that we have a sump pump that's going around the pool, and it's currently draining right next to the pool near the fence, and all that water has nowhere to go, so it's pulling up, making a mess to the point where it even pushed their liner in. So let me show you guys. Mind you, this is an existing project that we worked on maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I would say about 2 years ago. Check it out. So this is the sump pump we have. So all of the water that collects around the pool all the way around, it collects here, and then it would just eject somewhere over here, like around the grass, which is not ideal. And it was so much water that it pushed the liner in, so they had to come back. The fix for here, it's going to be running this line here to a French drain over there. French drain, I'm sure most of you guys already know, it's a 4x4. We're going to do a 4x4 hole by 4 feet deep, 3/4 stone. So anyway, it's going to be a pocket for the water to sit until it can evaporate. So that'll solve that issue. So like I said, I just wanted to walk through this issue with the guys to make sure we're all on the same page and be able to send the customer an update. As you can see here, we did add a drain to relieve some of that pressure from that water hitting the liner here. We did our Belgard pavers. This is actually about 3 years ago, and it's pretty cool to see they've kept up with the pavers. We got another drain here, like I said, to release some of that pressure from, you know, the water hitting the liner. Pretty cool project. Check it out. We got our Holland stone this is all Belgard Holland stone. The homeowner built this thing. It's pretty dope. You can say he's pretty handy. Check it out. The thing looks awesome. But anyway, we'll start back here with the pavers. On the walkway, we go to a 3-piece. We have walkway, dimensions 12, 3-piece. All this is Scandina gray, obviously, except the Holland stone. We cut the walkway, then we can go into the dimension slabs. And we have a nice circle there. I think it's a pretty dope project. Guys will be able to wrap this thing up in I want to say in about a day or 2 max. We can't bring in a machine, an excavator, or anything like that, so we're going to be digging by hand. We do have some sprinkler lines, not that big of a deal. Like I said, it's a issue I wanted to sort out with the guys to make sure the homeowner is all taken care of. This is not something we installed, by the way. Other than that, let me jump in my truck because we do have another meeting here in about an hour, so we're gonna drive back to the office. All right guys,
So let's talk about the 3 secrets that other contractors will never tell you. I'm gonna tell you the 3 things that helped me skyrocket, like I said, from cutting grass every single day to now generating over 500K a month. So number 1, the very first thing is building a brand. I really underestimated the whole purpose of building a brand. I guess I didn't even really understand it of why or even how. But that was the very first thing that I wish somebody would have told me from day one. Building a brand. And it's not just posting to show up, posting to post. The more technology that is forced on us, the more AI, the more all of that technology that is ideally forced, it's really forced on us, right? Because we have so much technology being out there that the more that happens, in my opinion, the more people love the human interaction. I think we're going back to the basics, right? I think the more that we have that human interaction, the more that we have our face on the camera, the more that we are able to put a face to that business, a face to that product that we're selling or that service, the better you're going to be. And that's something most guys won't tell you. And I'm here to tell you that that is one of the biggest things that help us skyrocket from, like I said, cutting grass, making probably 300K a year to now generating over 500K a month. Guys, build a brand, put a face to your business. At the end of the day, you have to remember, people are not buying, they're not really buying a product or a service, they're buying more time with you. Even if you're not in the field, remember guys, I'm not in the field anymore, but at the end of the day, my team, my environment represents a little piece of me, at the very least. So they know that when they buy from me, they're going to buy more time with me. They want to be in my environment, and they're going to buy that with buying the product or my service. So keep that in mind, guys. Like I said, these things might seem very simple, but if you're not doing these 3 things, you're missing out. And the very last one is the most important one. I'm here to tell you. Build a brand for yourself, for your company, in order to succeed in the world we're in right now. Now, number 2, second thing, you can't do everything by yourself. And I think in the contracting industry, in the construction industry, I think we're all very guilty of that at the beginning, and some of us stay stuck doing it forever. You can't do everything yourself. You need to build a team, and not only a team, because also another thing to keep in mind, that if your company solely relies on just people, that's a problem. So we need to build a team and systems. If you have a good combination of a team and great systems, it's lethal, I'm telling you. So that's number 2, guys. Don't sleep on that. You have to remember, you need to be able to duplicate yourself within your business. The measure of how successful I am is how many times am I able to multiply myself within my business. If you're still doing all the things, you're still doing the marketing, the estimating, the selling, the project managing, everything. If you're still doing everything within your business, expect to stay the same. You need to be able to build not only a team, but systems in order for these people to be able to follow. We all go through that phase as well, where we hire people, but then we don't have no systems. We don't have systems for these people to follow. We don't have SOPs. We don't have a process. And if you have all of these people without a process, without a system, then you have nobody. All you have is bigger payroll. That's all you have. And I think within our industry, that is not talked about enough. And that's why I'm here to talk to you guys about that, because I do want you guys to grow. If you're watching this, I'm not just motivating you, but also I hope you guys are growing. But yeah, like I said, find what works for you. For everybody, it's different, right? It could be something totally different that works for me, that works for you. But I'm here to tell you before, without those 2 things I just mentioned, you won't be able to grow. You won't be able to get past 300-400K a year. It's just not gonna happen. Number 3, I wish I would have done, or somebody would have told me, somebody would have informed me about, is hiring a mentor. I do mentor people. It doesn't have to be me. Hire a mentor. It doesn't have to be me. I always repeat that. It doesn't have to be me. Hire anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. And then again, there's a lot of guys that are a scam out there. You're gonna learn something from it. You are gonna take away from investing in yourself. If you invest in yourself, I can promise you, even if the guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or if you feel like you didn't gain much from it, you're going to gain something from it. But obviously, yes, do your research and try to make sure you hire the right mentor. How do you do that? I say, at the very least, make sure he's in the space you want to be in. Make sure he's not only been in the game for a couple of years. Look for a person that's in the space you want to be in, and then also make sure he's been in that space for more than a couple of years, not just 1, 2, 3 years. Why do I feel that's so important? And it's something that I wish somebody would have told me. Like I said, all of these 3 things, I wish somebody would have came up to me and told me to do those 3 things, and my life was going to change. Because the minute I did those 3 things, I'm telling you, my life did change. A little more of a backstory of why I feel that way and why I feel this third one is the most important one. Go back, I'm going to say about 6 years, remember I've been in the game 20 years, second generation into this, never really scaled much. And 6 years ago, you know, I found myself with having, you know, we're about to have our first son, me and my wife were about to have our first son. I come and realize I didn't have no time or money to give this, you know, this baby. So from there, I decided to just search. I always knew that there was something out there for me that was greater than what I was doing. So from there, when I found a mentor, for one phone call, I think it was like $15,000, which for me was insane at that time. That year, I ended up spending, I think, over $100,000 with this guy. So it was December, I had a phone call with him, and then we had a check-in at the end of the month. And at the end of that month, I ended up selling $1 million. So at that year prior, I was doing $300K a year for I don't know how many years. I had a few phone calls with this guy. It might have been only a couple. Had a couple phone calls with this guy, and boom, I made $1 million that month. So guess what? That $15, I got a crazy return on my $15,000. Was anything guaranteed? No. He was very honest with me. He said, hey man, I can't guarantee you shit. The only thing I can guarantee is that you might not wake up tomorrow. And that goes for the same thing for everyone that's willing to invest, and that goes to the same, it's the same thing for everything else. There's no guarantee in life. Now we generate over $500K a month consistently. You know, like I said, if I wouldn't have hired this mentor, these were things that I thought I knew, but then it goes back to you don't know what you don't know. If you're watching this, like I said, it doesn't have to be me. It could be anybody. It could be anybody, but hire a mentor, hire a guy. It doesn't have to be a guy. Hire anybody that's in the space you want to be in, and make sure that he's been there for a while. Pay that person. Hey, what do you want for me to be around you for a couple of days? Because then again, if you can buy time, if you can speed up the process of you being in the grind, instead of being in the grind for 10, 15 years not seeing any results, and you can speed it up, pay, get it done, and see the same results in 5 rather than 15, why not? Why not? Those are, like I said, the 3 things that help me elevate from cutting grass all the way to doing $500K a month, and I hope that helps you do the same or even more. So take action, guys. But yeah, I have been getting a lot of questions regarding, and this is through my DMs through Instagram. And for the people who don't follow my Instagram, Alex Guzman Official, I have been getting a lot of questions regarding estimating. So how is it that we estimate? On our next video, I will be dropping in a link for you guys to pick up the template for free on how exactly we estimate our projects, you know, so that way you guys can use it. But stay tuned for that on another video. But yeah, let's go ahead and drive home and go to this next meeting. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Another thing that I'm actually gonna save for another video is my backyard. You know, obviously you guys know that's what we do. So let me turn this thing around, check it out. I won't tell you what all these lines are right now, but yeah, you guys already know we have to get down in my backyard. So obviously this is front, but we're gonna continue. Like I said, I won't spoil this, so I will show you guys. I'll make this into a whole nother video. Pretty pumped, but it's gonna be a couple of weeks before we start here. But yeah, this is a lot of space. It's fully, you know, designed and all. We got permits. We're ready to roll. So all right, guys, we're gonna wrap up this vlog here. So if you stayed to the end, we appreciate you. But for the people that are wondering, how do you get to work with me one-on-one? All you have to do is book a call with my team. There's gonna be a link in the description. Before I take you on and help you with your, you know, scale your business, I wanna make sure that you're the right fit. So if you truly wanna work with me one-on-one and you wanna scale your business and you wanna go from mowing lawns to making $500K a month, I'm very happy to help you side by side. I can teach you all of that. But I want to make sure that, you know, you're the right fit, right? Because I only have so much time. So if you feel you want to grow and you're ready, like I said, book a call with my team. They're gonna make sure that you're qualified. And if you are, the very first thing they do once you onboard is have a Zoom call with me, so I can give you a custom roadmap in order for you to take off. So anyway, guys, if you stuck to the end, I appreciate you as usual. These vlogs are for you guys, so if there's anything you liked, you didn't like, drop it in the comments. And if you're simply motivated by these videos, learn from them, and any of that, drop a comment below. Just drop 500K so I know you guys are watching. But other than that, we'll catch you guys here in the next vlog, guys. Let's get it.